Hi, welcome to Diamond Delight Edibles. My name is Liz if this is the first time you're joining, and for the rest of you guys, thank you so much and welcome back. I really appreciate all your kind words. It just melts my heart and I love doing this for you guys. So today I'm going to show you how to make a buttercream frosting. You can make this Canna or plain, so you can go either way. You know, in today's day and age, you can go either way. So I'm going to let you know both ways of doing that, and you can check out how awesome this frosting is. So this is a bakery style buttercream, a little bit different than the standard buttercreams that you have on recipes. This pipes beautifully, as you can see. Let's get that achiness off. You can see how nice that pipes, how well that holds up. With regular buttercreams, what you find is once you start piping for a bit in the warmth of your hand, it starts to get too warm. It doesn't hold up very well or on your cake, so it'll start to ooze over. So this is a fail-proof buttercream icing for you. All right, so we'll jump right into those ingredients and get that going. Watch it, baby. All right there. So for our bakery style buttercream icing, I'm going to get into the ingredients here. So the difference here is most of the recipes that you will find for buttercream icing out there just have butter in them. But I wanted that actual bakery style, you know, that creamy, pipes beautifully. You can pipe nice designs, smooth, not having that, because I found the other buttercream icings they would just kind of fall, they'd be okay, and it's just not quite the same. So I searched out a recipe, and this one works out great. Now the other great thing is you can either make it a plain buttercream, you don't have to make a Canna, but if you do want to make a Canna, it gives you great versatility on how mild or strong that you want to make it, and also using various ingredients if you would like. So let's get into our ingredients here, and I'll get into more details as we go along. Excuse me, can't breathe today. So you're going to need 1.5 cups of butter. So however you want to, if you're doing this plain, just regular unsalted butter, 1.5 cups. I'm doing 1.25 cups of unsalted butter and a quarter cup of Canna butter. So that's making up my 1.5 cups. 1 cup of shortening. Now this is another thing you could also do, is you could infuse your shortening doing this small infusion. I do have a video on how to do a quick small infusion. You could also infuse your shortening if you would like. So that's 1 cup of shortening. We are going to need 7 to 8 cups of icing sugar. I know it sounds like a lot. And again, you can split this up how you like. Again, plain, all the same. So what I've done is I've done 1 cup of icing Canna sugar, and I've got the video there as well how to make those, to 7 cups of regular icing sugar, and you want to sift your icing sugar. 2 tablespoons of light corn syrup, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, 2 tablespoons of milk, and 1 teaspoon of salt. And that's all we need for our butter. Oh, the vanilla is for your flavoring. So if you want a vanilla buttercream, use that. If you want a different flavor, orange or almond or lemon, then start with 1 teaspoon, because those tend to be a stronger flavor. If you need more flavor, then you can add more of that in. So your vanilla is your flavoring. If you don't want vanilla, add in whatever flavoring that you would like. And that's about it. Oh, one other tip is, if you go higher on your Canna butter, because your Canna butter tends to have more of a flavor, add a little bit more vanilla, just about another half a teaspoon, maybe more of vanilla, to help offset that flavor. And that's it. I'm going to get into the equipment and we'll get this all whipped up. All right, so what we're going to need for this is your stand mixer. If you have a hand mixer, it's probably not going to like you very much, because you've got to do quite a lot of time, about 15 minutes in all of beating. So if you do have a stand mixer, you're better off with that. But if you've got the hand mixer, grab a stool. You're going to be there a while. And you're going to need the whisk blade, or as I like to call it, the whippy. Spatula, not a spatula, an offset spatula for our decorating. And I'm using a mini cake cutter. If you're using your regular size, that's okay, but I'm doing the mini ones. So I've got the mini cake cutter. If you don't have one of these, no problem. You can just use a glass of, a drinking glass, water glass of the appropriate size, or a jar. Anything that'll round, that'll go through, you're good. All right, so let's get all this stuff put together, and we'll get our, oh my goodness. Let's get our buttercream made, and let's get those cakes decorated. All right, so the first step to our buttercream is we're gonna put our butter into our bowl. Get her all plopped in there. Loop. Scoop. Bloop. Don't you love the sound effects? Just trying to keep you amused. And we're gonna put in our shortening. We're gonna put on the whisk attachment, or the whippy thing, and we're gonna whip this for 7 minutes, or until it's almost white. So you just want to start off at low first to get it incorporated, scrape down the sides as needed, and then turn it up to medium. Sorry, medium high. So I have it on number 6. I'm going to let that go for about 7 minutes. All right, so stuff looks so cool. So you want it to be white. Ooh, I'm trying to get this thing off. My whippy thing. So you want it to be nice and white and fluffy, like so. And now we're going to get the sugar and everything else added into it. Just put this off to the side. So in goes our vanilla, our milk, our salt, our corn syrup. Now if you have Canna syrup, you can absolutely use Canna syrup for that in there as well if you'd like. Get that in there. And I'm going to dump my Canna sugar in first, because I want to make sure all of that's in there. In case I may not use all that. Actually, we will, because we're going to just dump it in. So I'm just going to fold this in for the moment, just to get it a little bit incorporated. And then we're going to add in our icing sugar, a little bit at a time. So you just want to get it worked in a bit, just so that it doesn't go flying up all over the place when we get the blade going again. No shortage of calories in this one. Okay, now we're going to put our whisk back on, and we're going to start it at low just to get it incorporated. Put it up to medium high again to about that 6 number, and let that go for about another 7 minutes. No, it's not you rocking, it's my table. It's not very stable. New island on the list of things to get. So I've got this up to 6 here, and I'm going to let that go for, like I said, about another 7 minutes until it is smooth, white, and fluffy. So my buttercream here is done. Look at that. All right, so I'm going to show you a quick demonstration here on how nicely this pipes, so you can see for yourself. And I'm just going to do a 2-tone so you can again see the differences there in colors. So to do a 2-tone, what I've done is I've put half of white down my piping bag, and then I'm going to take my second color, and you very gently go in and do it down the other half. Like so. Oops. Like that. And then you just bring up your bag, push that down a bit, give it a fold, and then you just want to push a little bit out till you get the 2-tone color. And I'm just going to bring the camera down here so you can see. So I said you just push a little bit out of the piping bag till you just see the second color, and you're good to go. So I'm just going to pipe some shells here. And depending on what color you want to have on top, face your bag in the way. So you can see my blue. My blue is there. My white, so my blue is going to come out on top. You can see the tray, okay? See how nice that pipes? Let's do a couple stars. Well, maybe 1 star. Gonna get some of that back in the bag here. Oh, we're just gonna kind of have a mixed tie-dye on this one. There we have it. Some great icing to work and decorate with now. And you can make it any way that you like. Check that out. See how well that stands up? All right, so I'm just going to be back to say goodbye, and hope you enjoyed the demonstration. So thank you so much for joining me for our demonstration on how to make a buttercream icing, or sorry, actually a buttercream frosting, and you can make a canna or plain. And if you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to put them in the comments. I will get back to you as soon as I can. And thank you again for watching. I really appreciate all your kind comments so far. You guys are just awesome. And if follow me on Instagram. I'd love to have you aboard. All right, have a great day. Thanks for watching.